If there's one thing that I am confident in, it is my ability to cook food. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I am pretty good at using an air fryer. I even finally learned how to cook steak a couple weeks ago. Kinda. Well, it's edible, so I call that a win. I think my interest for cooking began when my mom taught me how to cook eggs and make like pasta. Also, after eating supper, my family would like watch Gordon Ramsay and stuff, and that was how I learned how to cook mainly. Also, like some other YouTube channels, I'm pretty sure I used to always watch Preppy Kitchen and the other one with the Natasha lady. I think it's called Natasha's Kitchen. Anyways, I know you may be thinking, isn't this video about baking, not cooking? I am really bad at baking. Well, they say cooking is an art and baking is a science, and I'm really bad at science, so I think I have an excuse. My family isn't really big into baking either, but I do remember how my baking journey started. On December 31st, my dad said to me, "Tomorrow we are going to try to bake cookies." And that was how my parents were stuck with cleaning up my mess for the next 5 years. I was so excited to bake cookies that I woke up really early that morning, but my dad didn't help me. He just gave me like a YouTube video and a mixing bowl. And I was like 6 too, so I don't know what he was thinking there, because we didn't even have all the ingredients. At that time, I was really good friends with our neighbors, Maddie and William, who were like my age, and they were responsible for like my whole childhood. They were also very excited to bake cookies, so we went over to their mom's house and asked them for flour. And then the only thing we had was like eggs and vanilla. And back then, my mom didn't really believe in butter, so we used oil, and I don't think we even used like baking soda or sugar. Then we asked Maddie's mom for chocolate chip cookie, or chocolate chips, not chocolate chip cookies, my bad. And we baked the cookies, and they were awful. But that did not stop my baking dreams, because I was on track to join Master Chef Junior. I can't speak today. Me, Maddie, and William went on to create a lot more masterpieces. I remember that there was this one time we were trying to make something. I think it was cookies, but I honestly don't know. But the batter was too sticky, so William had the bright idea to like rinse our hands with water so that the batter wouldn't stick to our hands while we tried to mold it or something. We threw those cookies away, so that was kind of a wasted effort. There was also this other time when I was celebrating my Stuffy's birthdays, and I celebrated my bunny's birthday by making banana muffins, and those turned out pretty well because they were edible, that's better than my other attempts. And the next day, we tried to bake blueberry muffins for my teddy bear. So we found a vanilla muffin recipe, and then we added frozen blueberries, but the batter was a little bit thin or runny for my 6-year-old taste. So instead of adding flour like a normal person, I went to the pantry, and so we were renting that house at the time, and the owner of the house left a bunch of spices and baking goods for us. And then in the cabinets, I found the most revolutionary thing ever: magic powder. And I added some to the batter, and it thickened up immediately. I think I added a whole cup. And long story short, it wasn't magic. It was just baking powder, and I added a whole cup of baking powder, and Maddie and William got really sick for a week. Yeah, I think magic powder is a baking powder brand. Over the years, though, I did get a bit better with baking. Not really, though. Sometimes I would add too much baking soda or flour. Sometimes I would try to make my own recipes. I would not recommend that. And a couple times I tried those healthy cottage cheese, no fat, no dairy, dark chocolate, no added sugar bars. Those were not good. Now, though, I say that I'm kind of decent at baking. I'm better than I was when I was little, which I guess isn't that impressive. I can make a pretty good banana bread though. Like, I can eat it. And it doesn't taste bad. So that's a win. Cookies though. They're a bit more edible than they used to be. But that's really it. Thanks for watching to the end. And maybe if this video does well, I'll make one about my cooking skills. Which honestly aren't even that good. They're just better than my baking. And that doesn't really say a lot.